guys. The 3 home games we had were sensational. Coming here and being in New York City, getting to play in the Garden. As a coach, you're a little worried about focus and things like that because the guys are having such a great time. But extremely blessed to have the group that I have, and I thought we were really resilient tonight, especially with BYU made some late runs. Pretty much the whole second half they were making runs at us, and we made some key shots and had some key stops. Thought Bashil had a couple key blocks at the end there. Obviously David's shot was huge, and I thought our team moved the ball very well to put him in a position to get a good look at it.
Questions for the players, please?
David, just touch on your game. First time 15 points all season, and just those plays down the stretch.
We were all excited about getting here, playing at the big stage at Madison Square Garden, and I knew getting out there, playing against a good team, putting in the maximum effort, it was really important. That's just what I did.
For both players, I know that you've just come off the court, and I'm asking you for a little bit of perspective here, but 2 weeks ago, it was a pretty tough selection Sunday for you guys. And can you sort of contrast the disappointment that you guys felt that day with this opportunity you now have to win a postseason title?
We're over it at this point, and right now we're playing for an IT championship, which, in my mind is almost better than getting to the first round of the NCAA tournament and losing. So we're still playing deep into the basketball season. We have a chance of winning our last game, which not very many teams get to say.
At the moment when we weren't selected into NCAA, it was a bit of disappointment, but once we got here now, we are really happy to be here right now.
Alec hit a season high 20 turnovers the first 28 minutes of the game. The last 11 and a half, you didn't have any turnovers. Just what was it about ball control, and how key was it not to turn it over down the stretch?
Yeah, to start out the game, I think we were going a little too fast on offense, and it can sometimes lead to some careless turnovers. I know both teams, had high turnovers, and that probably was a result of playing in Madison Square Garden and getting used to the floor. And it was a matter of surviving at the end, and we knew we had to take care of the ball. We knew we had to make plays down the stretch, and when they made that big run, it was because we were turning the ball over and they were getting easy baskets out in transition.
How big do your eyes get that final play when you see Shane sprinting down, kind of uncovered, and then does your stomach drop when you see him kind of fumbling with the ball?
He recovered it, and he kept the ball, and he got fouled. So I told him he needs to go to the line and make 2 free throws to make up for it. He made 1, but he got a block shot at the end, which I think it evens out now.
This is for Coach Drew. You had
Both players first, okay? We'll come back to you. Okay. Yeah, right.
During that stretch where BYU made the run and grabbed the lead, you guys were making those turnovers. What did you guys do to put the brakes on that run and sort of get your legs back under you?
We needed to stop taking such quick shots, on offense. Their zone was giving us a little trouble during that run, and I think we were taking some quick shots, and so we needed to move the ball, and I think we got David on an open layup after moving the ball for a while. And we got some open threes out of it, and so we just need to be more patient on offense instead of letting the zone dictate what we were doing.
David, I wonder if you could take us through the possession where you made the 3, how that unfolded from your perspective.
I was really fortunate for the ball to come from my hands, and I had confidence to shoot it, and Shane finally, it was a great pass from Shane, and confidence.
Alec, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about Shane's game. I mean, you take a look at the stat sheet, 3 for 11 is not great, 5 turnovers is not great, but he scores 7 of his last 10 in the last 6 minutes, has the block shot on the shot at the end. Can you talk about his contribution and how you saw it?
Well, those 3 for 11 might be tough to look at, but those 3 were probably the 3 shots that ended their runs each time. And I think Shane did a great job of, when they were making a run, he would come to the basket, he would, dunk on somebody, or he would do something to make a highlight and get our crowd back into it. And, he's, may not show it on the stat sheet like today's game, but he's super important. Both sides of the ball, he's great at attacking the rim, great at elevating. He brought a lot, and he answered their runs.
Anything else for the players? We're good? Okay, thanks. Somebody's moving.
How you doing, Coach Drew? Congratulations on a great win and a great season. I know it was hard not making the NCAA tournament. Like, what was your mindset coming into the NIT?
Once we got selected to be in the NIT, we were thrilled to get a 1 seed, to get 3 home games, which was tremendous. We set a record attendance crowd in our last home game. And our path and our goal has been to get to New York and to win the NIT. And so our goals just shifted to this tournament. And like Alex said, this has been sensational. Better than going to the first round and losing. Making it to New York, playing here in the Garden. Just the energy here, the people around town. This is going to be a memorable experience that these guys are never going to forget.
Coach, what is it about David Scarra in these huge games, the Horizon League title game last year, and then the game of his career again tonight?
He has a lot of international experience. He's been playing from a young age, playing with his national teams, and in those European national team games, they're very competitive and a lot's on the line for your country. And so, I think he plays with a lot of confidence. He plays within himself, and he hasn't gotten rattled out there, even though he's only a sophomore.
Right here, Coach.
Coach Drew.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'm sure that everyone can see the point of getting to play for the NIT championship as being better than losing a first-round game. But this has been an NCAA tournament where the teams that you were in the running with at the end did well. 11s won games, 10s won games. I mean, don't you feel like this team has shown that if it had been selected, maybe better than just losing a first-round game?
I think all 4 teams here, I think several teams in the NIT, just about nearly everyone, if they were given that opportunity, maybe could have done the same thing. There's a lot of really good teams in college basketball, and that's why we're just really excited this tournament is still doing what it's doing and bringing teams here, because it's still a tremendous experience. Whichever tournament you're in is a tremendous experience if you get to advance and get here.
Bryce said the timeout with 40 seconds left, 68-all. What were you expecting, and how did it unfold that possession after?
I was a player, and so I want to give our guys freedom to make plays, and I don't want to handcuff them. So we try to put them in a situation where they had some freedom out there, and we run an offense a lot of times where a lot of different people can make plays. And I thought we got a couple of good penetrations, and then had a great pass to hit David, and David was ready to shoot.
Right here at the back.
Coach, how do you feel the way that your team played on defense impacted your performance?
I thought the beginning of the game was key for us. I thought we were really active with our hands and our feet, and we were able to get some deflections and get out in transition, which gave some confidence on the offensive end. I thought BYU did an excellent job in the second half, making adjustments to our defense, but I was really proud of the start that we had because they set a tone for our team and gave us confidence.
Coach, Alec has obviously been on this ridiculous run the last 8 or 9 games. What does it speak to your team that it's David Scarra and Shane Hammock that essentially won the last 40 seconds for you?
Our team's been balanced for the last 2 years. We've had multiple guys score, multiple guys step up, and Alec's been, like you said, sensational the last 6 weeks. And to beat good teams and to win games, you have to have other people step up. And for Valpo basketball, this is a great stat sheet when you got 5 guys in double figures.
Coach Drew, about Shane, coming up with all these clutch plays, is that something that you expected from him in a game like this, or did he show you a little something tonight?
The last 2-3 weeks of the season, he went in the starting lineup, and he's made some really big plays for us in those games. He had a game-winning shot in one game with literally no time on the clock, and so he has played very well in the last few minutes of games this last stretch.
Coach, how big in your run, how big is this for the Horizon League and some of these smaller leagues that don't get to play sometimes? Have you heard from the other Horizon League coaches the last week or so?
Yes, I've had some texts, phone calls, which is shows the class of our profession, of our league, and it's definitely something we're proud of. I'm proud for our university. It's great for our fans to be able to come to Madison Square Garden and watch Valparaiso basketball. So I think on all fronts it's just a great experience for us.
Anything else for Coach? We're good?
Thank you.